Welcome back, everybody, to another bonus episode of the Shoujo podcast, where instead of talking about our usual Shoujo shows, we are now instead continuing to talk about Jurassic Park into what I think might be rapidly degrading in quality, particularly movies, maybe, compared to the first one.
Wait till you see this new one.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
We're back this time to talk about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the second of the reboot. Well, I guess the second of the Jurassic World series movies.
Yep. This one's directed by J.A. Bayona, who did most recently The Society of the Snow, and then I think he did some scary movie called like The Orphan or something, which I haven't seen.
Oh, I have heard of that.
I think he's I don't know. I very much enjoyed The Society of the Snow. And I don't know if this was just like his first chance at like a gigantic budget movie, or if it was like, I don't know because it was Colin Trevorrow did Jurassic World and then Jurassic World Dominion. So was it like he wasn't available, or they wanted someone else and then this didn't do better, so they went back? I don't
know. I mean, this made money.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
like,
they all
made a lot of money.
Even the bad ones. That's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning from all of the articles I'm seeing regarding Rebirth, is that if there's nothing else good,
Yeah. Really in the era of like somewhat mediocre blockbusters just being super popular for some reason.
Yeah. It's only to sell the merch, I guess. Merch alone. Oh, it's fun. I myself got a Jurassic World dog toy, so I am guilty of contributing.
That's I mean, it's fun.
No, I didn't buy it. My mom did.
Oh,
so it's not my fault. It's her fault. Or I feel like it's just Jurassic World. They didn't. It's not even like the new logo, so I feel like maybe they just didn't sell a bunch of toys from when the first one came out, and now I don't know, or they just can't be bothered to add new branding to toys for dogs that are going to get destroyed.
When did they like open the Universal Park? The Jurassic Park.
The Jurassic
in Universal. Because like when I went there, it's all Jurassic World kind of themed, right?
I loved it. Yes, because I went in 2 years ago. And they're opening one here in Texas that's gonna have a although I think it's more children targeted, but there is a Jurassic department, so I'll be there even if it's not meant for my age group. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just the marvel of like the first one, like the marvel of them being able to make these dinosaurs like so perfectly matched the like marvel of the like making them happen in the movie on top of like in the movie making dinosaurs happen for real. Like they both together were like such a big wow factor of like, you're wow, the characters in the movie are wow, all over the same thing, kind of. We just haven't gotten back to that.
Yeah, this is written by the same guy, Colin Trevorrow, who wrote all of the Jurassic World ones.
Okay,
not the most recent one though.
Yeah, because that's the guy who did the first one, right?
Yeah, same guy. And also, no, he was an executive producer on Camp Cretaceous. Who wrote that? I'm feeling like that's going to be the next Jurassic Park thing that's actually like I'm gonna like. Maybe if we watch it. Oh, there's 50 episodes?
There's like they crank those out so like it feels so frequent. Yeah, I enjoy them. I think it was just exciting because that was like the first time I'd seen. Right, that's the first time there's ever been anything other than a Jurassic movie in like well, no, I guess technically, which we didn't. Well, maybe we'll watch when we covered Dominion, but they did this thing before Dominion called Battle at Big Rock, which was like a little small like short story thing.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll cut, but that's like for a companion to the movies versus Camp Cretaceous being like a standalone series. And so that was the first time I saw that. And so it's fun. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know if it's like, great, I got handed this movie. I didn't get to pick any of the actors and like this, that, blah, blah, blah. But
It's
I guess,
it's
yeah.
surprising to me that it's written by the same guy because like Claire is just a completely different character in this movie.
Yeah, I kind of like her the best in the, or is this bad? Well, no.
I don't know.
I've seen her in all three, but you haven't seen her. She just feels very different in each movie.
Yeah. I mean, to a certain extent, her character didn't really have anywhere to go after the first movie.
Yeah. Chris Pratt's character doesn't change like at all.
No, he's exactly the same guy.
I just don't think that much about these characters like I do the original trilogy.
Well, that makes sense. They are extremely undercooked.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, right. It's 3 years, I believe, is the time that has passed since the fall of Jurassic World.
This says 6 months on the Wikipedia.
6 months? No, that's not right. Between the events of the first and second Jurassic World movies?
The
that's not
plot
right.
of Fallen Kingdom, 6 months after the Jurassic World incident and the Indominus Rex's death.
No, I don't think that's right.
Oh, no. That's when, okay. That's you get the prequel thing with the submarine.
No way.
And then it's 3 years later, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I guess I can start jumping in so we can talk about that a little bit, at least a little, like, because I very distinctly remember following more new stuff around the release of this movie. So I remember they did like, I think for like super fans and media outlets, they did like this showing of the intro sequence at an event, and then I remember being kind of told what it was like. And so let's talk about that first, and then that's like a natural like pause, and then so basically we open on.
Wait, hold on. Can I add one thing real quick?
Yes.
Because I think this is something maybe to keep in mind. According to Wikipedia, this is the second most expensive movie ever made.
What?
Most expensive production, unadjusted for inflation.
Unadjusted. Okay. Because I feel like Cleopatra, I think notoriously was like wildly expensive.
Yeah, sure. But this is like raw dollars, the second one.
Gotcha. What's the first one? Some Marvel movie?
Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Oh. Really no bang for your bucks, man.
Oh no, these are the top 5. Star Wars The Force Awakens, Jurassic Park Fallen World, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, Fast 10, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, Age of Ultron, Avengers Endgame. Like, what are we doing? Avatar Way of Water was 9. It's not even as expensive, but it came out later than those other ones.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't like, how do we get from I don't know. It's like I wasn't in the like when movies first started getting these cool effects. We were like not born or very young, so I can't remember the impact of what it was like. Like, what did like blockbusters look like? I guess it is more dependent on. I'm trying to think of like blockbusters before we relied on like special effects like this, like Jaws. They were gonna try to, but then didn't because due to technical limitations. And so that was more of like a blockbuster because of the thrill factor. Was it like thrilling movies were what were considered blockbusters, and now it's just like a bunch of CGI?
Dude, I don't. Explain to me how. You know that live action
Or
Snow White
what's the last
movie?
time there's a blockbuster that wasn't a series, like a standalone movie on its own blockbuster? Sorry. Anyway, something to think about. Snow White.
Because I'm going down the list of most expensive movie productions. What rank do you think the live action Snow White movie is? A movie that's based off of how could this cost this much money?
Is it number 13?
Somehow it's number 21, right above Jurassic World Dominion, which is what I was looking at. How does live action Snow White cost more than Jurassic World Dominion?
Which has a larger cast than this one.
I don't understand. I didn't see that movie, so maybe that's why I don't understand. Maybe some stuff happens in that movie that I didn't watch and will probably never watch.
I don't know. Maybe it just they were. I mean,
anything could happen.
If this is like including marketing campaigns, then maybe just Disney went too hard to. I don't know. If you know your movie's bad, do you just go hard on marketing to try and get a bunch of people to buy tickets in advance for that first weekend before anyone knows it's super bad?
I guess.
I guess?
Well, I don't know. Does
Maybe
that
that's just
make
what the
money
movie
back
is.
that way?
Money? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Snow White. I know the original one at the time, obviously, it was like super expensive. Apparently, I learned that Bank of America just kept giving Disney loans, and that's how that movie got made.
Wow. Anyway,
yeah.
all right. Sorry, we could talk about the movie we're covering.
Okay, so I'll be making like actual deliberate. I forgot the word I was going to use. Effort to not. We're not doing like actual everything that ever happened in the movie recap by Sarah this time. We've got bullet points this time.
There we go. The bullet point summary. We love it.
Pick it up. Yes. Okay, so I will say, out of the trilogy, well, not that you've seen any of the new ones, I enjoyed the opening sequence of this movie.
Yes.
We have basically hired folks returning, which I guess 6 months after the fall of Jurassic World, returning to the remnants of the park via like whatever, their helicopter, yada yada. They've got people in like a submarine dealing with people.
It's cool.
Yeah, submersible. Yes. And then we've got a helicopter overseeing, dropping some dude off because they had to like open the big giant gates to the, because basically they're there to collect a DNA sample from the bones of the Indominus Rex at the bottom of the Mosasaur water, since that's where it got, chomped up. Although when you think about it, it's like, now that I think about it, the mosasaur grabbed it like we thought it was going to eat it, but I guess it didn't eat it since the bones are just perfectly like laid out at the bottom of the water. Like you'd think if it had eaten it, it would have like digested and like. So I guess it just killed it and left it.
I don't think they thought that far through.
No, okay. So guys in the submersible find the skeleton. They're like, oh, bingo, whatever. And so the guy up top who, they sent to like open the gate and all that, he's trying to like get it all, I don't know, closed up so people don't know they were ever there, whatever.
They have to like physically land a guy there to like open the circuit.
Yeah.
And then he has to close the circuit so that the thing doesn't escape or something.
Yes, because the mosasaur, I guess, is like,
I guess it's only 6 months, right?
All the dinosaurs are still on the island.
They're still there. Everybody's still there.
Yeah, so... Which is wild that they went in there. I guess because they just assumed that... Well, because it's not like we're told in Jurassic World, like we were in Jurassic Park, that there's some kind of a contingency in case, there's no like, oh, if they don't get this... Like, they're not being fed, this, that. How's the mosasaur sustaining itself? Who knows?
Anything could be happening.
Yes, but so wild to go in there with even the slightest prospect that thing could still be alive. But they do. But we get this cool, like it's raining, storming, and we've got the guy trying to close the whatever, and we get flashes of lightning, and we see the T-Rex kind of creeping in, because this is Rexy, not the same one that Stealth killed on the ship, but like we're learning through these movies that Tyrannosaurus Rex are like quite the sneaky, despite their size.
Yeah, it's weird.
Somehow you don't feel the tremors that like we made a whole big deal of in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because it's storming. But anyways, really cool, like, flashlight, and then you don't see it and then it moves again. But basically, right, I'm already making this long again. Okay, and then also, the T-Rex always roars.
Yes.
Just eat him.
Yeah.
You don't have to announce your presence.
There's too much T-Rex in this movie.
Go for it. Yes. Well, it's the whatever. It's what is Jurassic World without Rexy?
What is Jurassic World at all? Anyway.
Whatever. Basically,
this has like real horror vibes to it, and I think it's pretty good because it's like the guy's trying to be like, hey, should I close the gate? And like the sub is toast by that point. They do like the exact same scene with the sub as they did in the first movie with the ball.
Ball.
Where it's like you could see it in the reflection out of the front.
The Jurassic World. Yeah,
Jurassic
Gyrosphere.
World.
Yes, totally. Yeah, because J.A. Bayona, right, I think has done horror. So I think, and I definitely I do like that this one has it's leaning more into, although it's still PG-13. So there's
Well, this is the most horror thing that happens, unfortunately. It does not get very horror after this.
The marketing, they try to lean into it too.
Which is, this is probably the best
Anyways,
part.
The guy sees because she announces herself, and so he starts running, and somehow a T-Rex that can run up to 35 miles. Sorry, I'm going to keep pointing out all these things that's 35 miles clocked in the first movie, and then a human cannot run faster than 25 miles, and that's a top athlete. So this guy should be toast. Anyways, he manages to jump because they throw him a ladder, and then relief, oh, we got away, and then no, mosasaur chomp, and we know the mosasaur ate the guys. No, how? Because they got the. No,
your bullet points not have this.
Sorry,
where's the bullet points?
I'm actually not looking at my bullet points.
Oh my god! Look at your bullet points. That's why you have them.
No, okay. They get the bone. They set it up. Whatever. So merciful guys get eaten.
Like it's Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah. So they got the bone. They're like, we got it. Head to the boss. Fly off. Credit. Blah blah blah. Mosasaur got loose.
This doesn't have any consequences, by the way. They make a big deal about how the gate wasn't closed and the dinosaur can leave now, but it doesn't really come up ever again. Maybe that's a Dominion thing? I don't know.
I think it's basically here, we're at the beginning of the movie, and what's happened here is essentially what's going to happen at the end of the movie, where dinosaur loose in the world maybe is I don't, whatever.
Yeah.
No, there's no payoff for it.
No, I thought it was going to be about that, but the movie is not about that.
I think. No, basically it's just one dinosaur, one giant ass mosasaur out loose in the world. Don't think about it. Okay, so 3 years post that, we cut to Claire, totally redone her image. No, she was running Jurassic World, and now she's
okay,
screw the man. We're here to save the dinosaurs.
They set up the thing. They set up the premise of the movie, the main conflict, I guess, of the movie, or the main background conflict, which is all the dinosaurs are just loose on whatever island, but there's a big volcano there that's suddenly active, and it's gonna blow up and kill all these dinosaurs unless Congress does something. Is Congress gonna do something to save these dinosaurs? And that's the main plot.
Sorry, Joe. I literally need to read my book.
Read your book. No, I'm just saying, I'm saying this because it's this is a ridiculous plot. It already immediately doesn't make any sense to me, where it's number one, these were all just clones of dinosaurs. They could just make more clones of dinosaurs. I don't think we lost dinosaur cloning technology. It's not like these are the last dinosaurs that are ever going to exist, but everybody's acting like they're going to all go extinct again. And I'm well,
okay. I'm assuming
they killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
In Jurassic World. A lot of random tourists got murked.
It's mostly just what about these individual dinosaur animals and not I don't know. I mean, I agree with Malcolm, right? Obviously,
say what happens in the movie.
Okay, sorry. Okay, well, we see him kind of testify. He just gets sprinkled out through the movie, but okay, sorry. Public debate, blah blah blah.
Well, say what it is because I didn't say that part.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, he's testifying in front of Congress.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he's just saying, we made these. They don't belong here in the first place. This is just implying, but, nature just correcting course because chaos theory, whatever. But, yeah, this is look, get out of jail free. We don't have to do anything. Mother Nature's just going to wipe them out for us.
It is very funny. This is a very funny, bit because it's he shows up and you think he's going to advocate for the dinosaurs. He's we should let them all die. I think we should let the island blow up.
It's been the stance just because
which is the most in character thing he's done for a while.
Yes. Oh boy, sorry. I feel so not on track right now. Okay, we're gonna change that though. Okay. Claire.
Right. What's she doing?
She is now the head of the Dinosaur Protection Group, which they did a whole like website marketing thing before this movie came out. I will say they did like fun things with the trying to get people, whatever. So like it's the same move as John Hammond in Lost World, right? Like going from running the business to like,
dude, I lost my mind at how much the setup of this movie is just the Lost World again. They set it up almost exactly the same. Like, stop me if you've heard this one before, but all of the dinosaurs on Dinosaur Island we want to reclassify as protected species for reasons that seem like they shouldn't be our motivation, because before we were a corporate shill. And then we need to send a guy there who doesn't want to go, but he is going to go because his girlfriend and daughter are going to be there. So then he has to go. That's literally what happens in this movie. It's literally what happened in Jurassic Park.
If Blue's like, oh my God, yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Totally. Yes. So, and that's going to continue to be.
And what if you thought everything was like about, you know, creating a sanctuary for dinosaurs, but it turns out the rich guy's little lackey, his little person who's supposed to inherit it, was actually evil. Ooh.
Dude, it's fucking hell. It really is the exact same movie.
It's the same movie.
Oh my God. I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
But somehow less coherent than The Lost World, which was already incredibly incoherent.
Yeah, so we get introduced to side characters. I don't honestly really even remember their names. It's like
there's two of them we should care about. There's Franklin Webb, a former IT technician, plays by Justice Smith, who's in a lot of stuff I like, and Zia Rodriguez.
Zia. I do like the actress. She's cool. She has cool vibes. But yeah, so her flunkies at the DPG, angsty girl and comic relief guy.
And guy who doesn't want to be there.
I didn't super... And I don't know if I'm just like, I don't appreciate all the attempts at humor that I don't find funny as I did with like, I don't know, like Jeff Goldblum is the funniest person to ever be in these movies, I feel like. And any other jokes made by anyone else pale in comparison. Yeah,
they're just a little too on the nose in this movie. You know what I mean? Like there's not enough like, because like, you know, in the first movie, it's funny because it's like, they're like little snide remarks, but they're kind of snide remarks that you feel like people make in real life. Whereas these seem like these are, I'm saying something to set up the thing that happens. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yes.
Feels a little forced.
Yeah. So basically, Claire gets a call. It's to summon her to the Lockwood estate, which once we get there, she meets this guy, Mills, who seems like he does a very good job at the whole, I'm a nice chap.
Dude.
Whatever. I mean, it's very performative. Like, you would think it would come off as like, and then it's like, as soon as she gets there, like, cram it all down her throat. Like, here's what's going on. And let's hear it, Joe. What?
Okay, so Lockwood is John Hammond's up to now unnamed former partner that I guess was in on it for a while and then wasn't. And he's like, oh, we want to keep on John Hammond's legacy of protecting dinosaurs. Because I guess that's what they think he was doing in the first movie. Is this just like true? Like, this is just how Jurassic World is going to like interpret everything John Hammond was doing up to this point? That he just really cared about animals and wanted to make cool animals?
I guess they're just betting on people not remembering or having watched as intently as we have.
Yeah, that he's like kind of a piece of shit. Like the whole like you never thought about if you should, you just thought about if you could thing is about him.
Well, that's very much how the movie presented him, as like the jolly old man, and we didn't super reflect on. I mean, Ian Malcolm's the only character to ever acknowledge it, really.
Yeah,
but
like it's bad. Like making Jurassic Park is bad. I don't think this movie understands that.
No. Yeah, so yes. And it's the guy who plays the farmer in Babe. Love this guy, the actor.
I did not know that.
Oh, I know him from. I'm assuming he's known for more.
James
things,
Cromwell.
I just know him from Babe. That is a fancy sounding name.
Was in like a bajillion things, but I don't remember any of them. Oh, he was in Spirit.
Oh, the horse movie?
The horse movie.
Oh, I love that. That's a good movie. Anyways, right? Big fancy place, all the dino stuff.
Enormous
yes, we
mansion.
have a portrait of Hammond on his wall.
Has like a
to
museum
make us believe
in the
that
mansion.
he actually knew him. Yes.
Yeah.
Like a whole like exhibits and everything. But yeah, so he's obviously aging. He has a caretaker. He just gets wheeled in for like 5 seconds to be like, yeah, that's my seal of approval. Peace out. And then gets wheeled out. And then we see I don't whatever. We have to have a child in Jurassic.
Okay.
Movies, so.
We get a really long scene with this kid.
Over it.
What's her name? Do we remember what her name is?
Maisie.
Who's just like there, and she's just like running around, and she's got like a nanny or whatever who's like, oh, don't do that. Go back to your studies, you rambunctious child. But she's like, no, I want to play around. I live in this mansion alone with 3 adults.
I did like I know that's freaking sucks. I did like the banter of like the nanny trying to like discipline her in like proper English, and she's saying bath, and she's like bath, not bath. Like, that was funny.
Yeah.
I thought that was cute.
Yep. We meet the last adult.
Oh, okay. So
right?
So Claire's getting sold on the dream. We've got this island. It's, we're gonna go and save them, and we need your help, Claire, because you used to run it. Blah blah blah. And we want a particular dinosaur, Blue, and we need help to get our hands on her.
Because didn't he say it's like the only velociraptor left?
Yeah, all the other ones got killed.
There were only 5?
I feel like there would have been more breeding, but maybe if they abandoned it, they weren't fully developed and they just died in captivity or something.
I guess so. I don't know.
Although, wild. What about the other island?
I know. This is the thing. Like the Lost World did not happen in this movie because first off, we've already made a dinosaur sanctuary island that already existed. That's how the Lost World ended. But we're just not going to acknowledge that at all. Like they're acting like this is the only place where the dinosaurs live is on Jurassic World Island. But like there was a whole nother island, dude. They went to it in Jurassic Park 3. You don't remember that? Did that happen? I guess it didn't happen. I don't know. I don't understand what is and isn't canon anymore. But whatever.
Yeah,
I guess it's not.
I guess we could make the assumption that when they revamped the park, they then like regathered all the assets between the 2 islands.
But then there was
but then we return. Okay.
Then we'd have way more raptors. There'd be so many raptors.
Good Lord. Yes. Well, no, because I guess they probably, but they kept Rexy alive. You would think it'd be like, oh, let's just start from scratch with animals that haven't already eaten people. But she has. So, like, you think they would reuse assets? No, because it's like raptors. They were being trained, so they were being bred specifically. So we can't just willy-nilly use any raptor, I guess. Whatever. There's multiple batches of breeding we find out in this movie.
Apparently, what the heck, man? I'm trying to see. Is Jurassic Park 2 still canon? This is an article from 2022. I'm reading through it. It's really long because it's full of SEO garbage. Apparently, Jurassic World Dominion connects all of the movies together, according to this one sentence, but I'm not reading how. So apparently it still is, even though this just doesn't make any sense if that's true. None of this movie makes sense if that is the case.
Because no. The dinosaur was in downtown San Diego. We can't pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah. Like that would have to, like they would have to reference that. But like, you can't be like all the dinosaurs are gonna die and go extinct if there's a second island right next to the first one that has a bunch of dinosaurs on a protected reservation there.
Yeah. I guess we just shouldn't be thinking.
It just doesn't. It doesn't make any sense if that's the case. Anyway. Freaking this guy is like, oh yeah, we gotta get like John Hammond's dream of letting the dinosaurs live in peace. I don't think that's what he wanted, man. Why is this the dream? And he's like, we gotta go get. Does he mention the part where it's like we need because they have the system, the old tracking system at the park, right?
Yes. They have like
because they were all probed.
Yeah, I guess the whole system was set up to the thing that we saw get ripped out of the Indominus Rex.
Yes.
All the dinosaurs have like a sensor like that. And I guess it all is still up and running. You just gotta go back.
Got to turn it all on.
Fingerprint ID, backup, whatever. So they need Claire, and they're gonna have a hard time getting Blue, the last of her kind. Big like, oh, we gotta save her.
Ignore that other island.
Yeah,
Last of her kind.
So the only person who could do it is Owen, the guy who raised her, trained her, blah blah blah. So then, we freaking cut.
This cut. What's our pal Owen been up to?
He is. It's like literally the same introduction as the first movie. He's just hanging out, sweaty, like working on something.
He's building his own house. He's building the frame for his house because he's so manly. He builds his own house.
Yeah,
it's the goofiest shit ever.
Yeah, so it's very, and I feel bad for Claire, like, because obviously, like, right, she had to go fetch him, which means even though they ended the movie, whatever, on good terms, and yeah, so basically we find out they had awkward, same issue that they had when they first tried to go on a date, is that, like, they're just not compatible.
Yeah.
Whatever, they had broken up. But she goes back for the sake of trying to sell him on the dream, blah, blah, blah.
The dream.
And freaking...
John Hammond's dream.
Yes, that's right.
Owen's like, you want me to go to Dinosaur Island? No, I'm not going to go to Dinosaur Island, thank you.
At least he does it for free. He doesn't even get offered a check like Grant did.
Yeah, he didn't even get paid
to say,
money.
No, I'm not doing it, and then come. No.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, he's like, whatever. So she takes off, gives him the info, and then he ends up being there on the plane.
Well, but she's like, oh, but like, we're gonna go get Blue, Owen. You can't let Blue die because a real man would save his daughter. And he's like, nah, I don't care. And then he watches a bunch of baby raptor videos and then feels bad. He has like a bunch of videos of him training the baby Blue and the other ones, but who cares about them?
I know. Yeah. So that's like the thing. Is that the highlight cute baby Blue videos?
Anyway, I wrote same plot, all caps multiple times as I realized this is just the Lost World again. It's kind of just the Lost World again. Hey, wouldn't it be fucked up if they showed up and there's a bunch of military guys? That would be weird.
Yeah, I also made a note, like, this bar almost made me think, is this the same bar from JP3? But it's not. I looked at photos. It had the same vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Although I did think it was funny. I do feel like the actors do have some chemistry, which we did note last time. But like the whole like jabbing at her, but then being like, you smell really nice or whatever was like a fun little
This is
thing.
The best Chris Pratt is in this movie is in scenes like this where he's just like, where she's like, hey, you want to go to Dinosaur Island? He's like, no, I'm not going to go to Dinosaur Island. Why are you going to Dinosaur Island?
Yeah.
Very good. But she really cares about the dinosaurs now. It's really an inversion of last movie where, but before he's like, these aren't just a number on a spreadsheet. These are real things. And now she's like,
oh, totally.
We gotta go save the dinosaurs from the volcano. And he's like, I don't care, man.
100. Okay, look at you. Deep thinking. Yep, that's
right.
I
mean, it just it doesn't
Sorry,
make a lot of sense.
I don't know why I don't put these things in my mind until you... Yes, 100% flip of the script between the two of them. So we cut, right? We're getting on the island. They already have a whole operation going. They're already capturing some dinosaurs. The folks, they're very, very clearly and obviously like a bunch of thugs.
Yeah, they're just like a mercenary group.
Not like this
like
is
not even trying.
Kind of, like animal relocation organization. A bunch of thugs. It's so obvious. Like, and then Owen should, maybe Claire falls for it. Owen should be like, this is bullshit. What's going on?
It's like the same type of guy in the last movie. You know what I mean? Who's like doing the thing.
Yes,
it's like, don't
Hoskins,
you hate these guys? Like, you clock these dudes, but apparently he can't. We meet Ken Wheatley is the guy, is the mercenary leader guy.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, basically they get with them. They start
get like an APC and drive off.
Goddamn Justice Smith, or what's the character's name again?
Franklin.
Franklin being, which I can relate to the like bug spray and like this and that, but like the whole like, I guess he only is here to like be the hacker guy, whatever, the guy with the tech.
He has to reactivate the tracking system.
Yes, but we give him lots of time to like flounder awkwardly in social group with a bunch of mercenaries.
Yeah, that's his bit. He's like a little awkward boy.
Yes. So they pull up to back like they get to see like a dinosaur, and then Zara gets her little moment. Or Zia,
like they
whatever the hell her.
This scene is ridiculous because it's like
trying to bank off the first dinosaur moment
once again.
They keep doing where it's like, look at the big long necked dinosaur, feelings.
They keep doing the wow cool
Copy
dinosaur
paste.
moment. But again, you can't do the wow cool dinosaur moment after you've seen dinosaurs eat people. You can't have the prologue where we see multiple guys get chomped and then be like, but isn't this dinosaur cool? It's weird.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Anyways, they like go to wherever the command center, get in, get the tracking set up, and basically Zia and Owen go off with Wheatley. Good lord,
Wheatley. Yeah, it is Wheatley.
The guy from Portal 2.
Yep.
They go off looking for Blue. So they're tracking, blah, blah, blah.
The volcano's blowing up.
Like,
or
hold your fire.
starting to blow up. I don't know if you could be this close to a volcano if it's erupting.
I feel like, no.
Can you breathe?
I don't think so. I feel like the visibility would be nothing. It would definitely be like, you waited too long. Like, this is not happy. Like, there's no way they had the time to like for all the things that happen while they're on the island to then whatever. So that's like an ever-growing threat. They pin down, or they corner Blue. Owen tries to do the hand thing.
Dude, she's
like,
chill.
Oh, magical dinosaur. Yes.
Blue is just cool now. We're not scared of
like,
Blue
hold
anymore.
Your fire. Yes, but then, thugs flip the script. Look, we're the bad guys. We're just here, blah, blah, blah.
They trank her, and then she freaks out, and then she like jumps one of them. And then that guy freaks out because he's getting eaten by a dinosaur.
Yeah, and they're like, don't shoot
just get
her.
mauled,
just
man.
Get eaten, my guy. Yeah. So Blue gets shot. And gun. So it's like, yes. Which it's like, we've seen, I guess it is very close, which makes sense. And in theory, dinosaurs would be affected. It's just like,
dinosaurs are not immune to bullets.
You wouldn't think so looking at the last movie,
true.
Jurassic World, but
in this case, they're not.
Yeah. So Owen
is pissed.
Gets trained because he was trying to like fight it, and then so they leave him just
this scene is wild because like Owen's like, what the heck, man? You can't do this. And then they trank him, and then freaking Zia runs up and is like, or no, she like pulls a gun on the other guy. She like takes one of the guy's guns and pulls it on Wheatley.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you got to keep that dinosaur alive or we'll kill you. But then she doesn't bargain for them to bring Owen along with them. She just leaves him out there to die.
Bye. Huh?
So like now Zia is is a hostage along with Blue, and they're going back with the mercenary convoy while Owen is just tranked on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So
sorry, am I stepping on your notes?
Nope. I think I did not make my notes possibly as detailed.
Can you stream your notes so I can see them?
No, I'm ashamed of my notes, Joe. I'm ashamed of them. Fuck.
Okay.
Joe, don't judge me.
All right. It's fine. Let's just keep going. Anyway, the volcano's blown up.
Yeah. Okay, so and then Claire and Franklin get locked in, and they're like, what the heck?
This scene is ridiculous. Where they're like in command, and like the door is like auto lock or something. Like, what was it? It like the system shut down.
The people, they get locked in by the guys, the flunkies somehow.
Yeah, like
even though he's got like the thing, right? Wouldn't he be the one in control of the I don't
They
know.
get locked in, so like
Whatever.
Franklin's trying to get a way out, and then they like open up a tunnel, and then they're like, "Ooh, I hear something in the tunnel." He's like, "Oh, is it a T-Rex?" And she's like, "There's no way it's a T-Rex."
Yeah.
And like at this point, it's erupted so much that like lava is like leaking into
Seeping
the facility
from
the ceiling and stuff.
Yes.
What is this dinosaur?
It's a baryonyx, and they're cool. Because this is one of the when in Jurassic Park 3 when they're speculating of what the I think they're like speculating on what the Spinosaurus could be. And baryonyx is like one of the ones, or Suchomimus. But yeah, so this is like a smaller predator than T-Rex, and then Claire's like, see, it's not a T-Rex. But yeah, very obviously gonna eat them. Dinosaur coming up from the sewers, and so they're trying to climb out. They managed to get out. Oh, okay. Let me cut back to Owen. Not dead.
Yeah, no.
Alive still.
He shakes it off.
Slightly. Yeah, basically some dinosaur comes, licks
That's pretty good.
Gross.
I like this.
Stick a fly to his... disgusting. Anyways, that kind of gets in, and he looks and sees literally like magma like 3 feet away from
yeah, it's
him.
creeping up
and
on him.
Somehow he's able to like in paralysis slowly like throw himself over like a stump.
I like this part.
I guess yeah.
I like him trying to twitch away from it. Like
yeah.
This is pretty good.
But yeah, I guess eventually he shakes it off. And then when Claire and Franklin get out, they're like right in front of the volcano,
like where they escape. Like this is like a big action sequence where no action actually happens. Where like they're on one side of the room and the dinosaurs on the other side of the room, and there's like lava seeking through the ceiling that's kind of like making a little wall, kind of. So like it keeps trying to like chomp them, but then it doesn't want to go all the way through. And they're trying to find like how to open this big hatch. And then they open it, but then they have to get a chair, but then it breaks. And they have to get the ladder, but then it breaks. But like there's no action really in this. It's just like them doing this stuff while this dinosaur like patiently waits for them to finish what they're doing. And then it like tries to get them as they climb up a shaft.
Yeah.
The action in this movie is bad.
Yeah. Well, it's all the main, it's like you're never worried that any of them are going to get eaten, so there's no suspense. There's no, like, we didn't have some rando straggler hanger, like, get locked in with you guys that at least can get eaten in the meantime. No. So, yeah, bits of volcano blowing up.
Yep, they link up.
They're like, oh
they're
shit.
They're all running. This other action sequence is just
Owen's coming.
All of these actors running while CG things happen in the background. This is like 5 minutes. This is the big action sequence they have for the island exploding. It's incredibly lame.
Yeah. So that they find a gyrosphere. Franklin and Claire buckle up. They get
Owen's about to get in it.
Owen was going to, and then a Carnotaurus shows up. I believe that's the No, Allosaurus? Whatever. A predator dinosaur shows up to be like, hey, what's up, guys? And so he like creeps away. They just get started. They go in the gyrosphere, and then this dinosaur gets attacked for no reason, even though all dinosaurs should be running for their lives. The T-Rex is going to just come and save the day for Owen conveniently while the island's blowing up.
Yep. This happens. I don't know why.
And so he's on foot.
So Owen's running. They're in the ball.
Yeah, so they go over the cliff in the thing and start sinking, and then dinosaurs are jumping too, and then I'm sad because I'm like, surely those heavy-ass dinosaurs are just going to sink to their death.
So dead.
It makes me so sad. So yeah, and then Owen comes, finds them, see they're sinking because some of the, I guess, I don't know, embers, whatever. Some of the volcano explosion pokes holes and water starts coming into and so they're stuck in there, and so he's trying to help them get out, blah blah blah. Helps them get out. They ascend, come across this little beach, And then they manage to make their way back to where the ship is, where they're like still having time. Somehow,
Is this where they saved the
however
T-Rex?
long it took somehow they got to the beach at whatever time that happened there, where all the stampede was happening, that the T-Rex was at. The operation came and got it somehow.
Somehow they captured the T-Rex.
It's fucking hell.
This couldn't have been more than like 20 minutes. Like the whole island's exploding. How did they get it? How did they capture it and then pick it up and fly it off?
There's no way. No way. Impossible.
It makes no sense at all.
Because it's already loaded up. It's in there. Ready to go.
That would have taken them hours.
And there's only one T-Rex. Whatever. We're not thinking about it. Or maybe, I don't know, they passed on the beach for a long time?
I don't know.
Whatever.
They have a big ship. They have a big cargo ship that has everything in it. They're like, all their guys are like running to get in because they all waited for the last second.
Uh-huh.
And then freaking...
No,
and then freaking, so like, Owen, Franklin, and Claire are like running to like get in too. But they get into a truck because they left one of the trucks there. And they start driving the truck to go off of a jump and land on the ship. And they do this, and no one on the ship notices this happens.
No.
Nobody on the ship.
Just looking
There's tons of people
rich future
in the cargo bay. Like, because they all watch a dinosaur die after this. They're all in there, and none of them notice this happens. And, like, go and check on the driver. Like, even if they thought it was their own guy, they wouldn't be like, dang, man, that was crazy. None of them.
Yeah, for real.
That's what I would have been like, holy shit.
For real, yes, because then we get the devastating scene that I did cry when I saw this for the first time. It made me cry. So the second time I saw this in theaters, I like went to the bathroom when I knew this was coming. I came back, my sister's crying, and she's like, "You knew?" And I was like, "Yep, I didn't want to see that again." But yeah, sad, like icon, not logo iconic dinosaur, but still memorable from the first movie. We get the brachiosaur with the freaking hell magma coming,
gets consumed by like
going
fog
up on its legs,
like death fog.
Yes,
rip to that
Claire's
dinosaur
crying.
Everyone's sad. Nobody notices these guys just jumped a truck onto their boat. They're all watching this dinosaur die. That's it. They get away. They don't get caught.
Devastating. Somehow. Yeah. So they Owen and them managed to find where Zia is with Blue, and like, oh, she's looking bad. We gotta save her.
Save Blue.
We need.
She's losing blood.
A blood transfusion, and we need it from a predator. Blah blah blah. You gotta get blood from a T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
Zia
knows this, by the way. I don't know how Zia knows this.
Well, we at the beginning find out that she like basically went to school to be a dinosaur vet, even though she had never seen a dinosaur in real life. But I guess somehow she knows this because of that.
How could you just say you can use T-Rex blood instead of Velociraptor blood?
Well, it was saying like it has to have like 3 claw something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I guess she did say something. You're right.
Something.
Whatever.
She said some kind of explanation for it.
They get to.
I don't know if it's like a realistic.
We get a much better scene where they go and get this blood transfusion from the T-Rex, and it's pretty good.
Yes. So they, like, oh great, here we go. T-Rex trinked, sleeping, dozy. So Owen goes like and then he gets in there, and then T-Rex moves in her sleep, so he's all smushed, and then I guess they're just like sticky.
Yeah, they must have like some kind of like mucus on them or something, because it's mostly asleep, but it's like a little awake. You know what I mean? But it's like kind of asleep, but it can still move around. So like Owen goes in from the side and it pins him down like with its face. So then he's like, Claire, you're gonna have to like get over and do this, and then she has to climb on top of the T-Rex face.
Rodeo,
which is extremely goofy, and then he makes her do the thing. It's very funny. I like this scene. She's got to like stab it really hard, and he's like, no, you got to stab it harder.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which what a daunting task to do.
Mm-hmm. And then it wakes up.
So
at the end.
They stab her. Yeah, and then cool roll out between the jaws for the movie trailer. Blah blah blah.
He narrowly escapes.
They get it. They go back. Yep. Zara, whatever.
He uses the blood
She's
transfusion.
gonna be all right. Claire crying. Owen relieved because he cares about his daughter.
He cares about his dog, yeah.
Even though he's trying to play cool.
Meanwhile, while all this is happening,
Yes.
we keep getting cuts back to the mansion
Yes.
where it turns out what's his face?
Dr. Wu.
Well, no, First we get Mills. It turns out Mills,
Oh.
he doesn't want to save the dinosaurs. He wants to capture them so he can sell them to the military, I guess.
No, not just anyone. Anyone who wants to buy dinosaurs.
He wants to sell the dinosaurs, and he's like trying to contact a guy.
He has
who will find buyers for these dinosaurs, but he wants Blue specifically for like military purposes. He's like, ooh, somebody will buy this military dinosaur.
Blue, because he's been working with Dr. Wu, who is working on a new asset for them to sell to the military, but the current one they have is like uncontrollable. Because same thing with the Indominus Rex, or like no socialization, blah blah blah, monster. And so they want Blue, one, so that they can use her blood, so that there's a blood like parental bond between Blue and whatever they're making, and then also it learns behaviorally from Blue, so that it's a more easy to control, I guess, biological weapon. And so that's why they need Blue, so that Wu can make this super dinosaur, of which they have the existing experiment locked away under this mansion, along with like all the labs he's been working on. And so Maisie, the kid, is like, Mr. Mills, like, are the dinosaurs blah, 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 whatever, and he gets snippy with her. And so she goes snooping, goes down the elevator, finds all this stuff going on, and then she's hides, and then she gets close to where the dinosaur is, and we don't see it in its entirety because we're doing the like monster reveal thing, so we just see like freaky little nails trying to like grab her. So she screams, gets caught. Mills is like, "God, Missy, you're in big trouble," whatever, locks her in her room in front of the nanny. The nanny's just like going with it, I guess.
I don't know. I guess, yeah.
But yeah, but she learned, basically she overheard like his plans, and so she knows he's up to no good. So let's see. So she sneaks out of her room. I don't care about like I don't care about the tension of her almost falling off a window.
She does like a little escape. And like, ooh, it's all into nail biters.
So
is this child going to die in a stupid way? And the answer is no, she doesn't.
No. Yeah, so she manages to get back to her grandpa and tries to tell him the plan. He's like, dismisses her and it's like, oh, go back to your room, whatever. But, and so she does. But he, then calls in Mills to confront him because I guess he just didn't want to do it in front of her. So he's like, what do you think you're doing? Blah, blah, blah. And so he's like, okay, I'm like, don't do that. Call the police now.
Just another benevolent billionaire undone by his evil advisor. It just keeps happening. All of these rich guys are actually cool guys who just want the dinosaurs to frolic free in the fields. But their advisors just want to make money. The billionaires don't want to make money. It's just the little advisors. This is like the third time it's happened in Jurassic Park. What's going on? Why does this keep happening?
It's we couldn't possibly think of something new. Anyways, yeah, so he's like, you call the police or I will. And so he gets smothered with a pillow. He's a feeble old man.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through, buddy.
No, but we don't get to see it. So it's just like that, he's like, I'm like John Hammond. I've got a staff with a mosquito too. And then we just see that fall over and break. Okay. And then, sorry, I think I was mistaken. Maisie.
Now she does the escape into the basement.
Yeah. Yes. And so she escaped. Oh, and now she gets basically, no, this is when she like climbs up the windows, gets to her grandpa, finds him dead.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then like, because up to this point, there's been like, oh, your mother passed away and blah, blah, blah. And so like not a lot of detail told, but basically he always would look at this scrapbook of, I guess, photos of his mom, but never showed her, which is suspicious. But he's dead. She snags the photo, jumps into the dummy.
Dumb waiter.
Is it a dumb waiter?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we see freaking Mills Thane finding him dead and calling the nanny. And she's like, oh my God. And he's like, well, I guess I'm the caretaker of Maisie now, so you can beat it. And she's like, but I raised her. I raised both of them. And then Maisie looks at the photo. Bump, bump, bump. It's a photo of the nanny when she was young with what appears to be Maisie. And so, revelation, Maisie is a clone.
There's something weird going on with this kid, yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
So, bump, bump, bump. Yeah, okay, so all that's happening. So she's now hiding out. She goes, doesn't get found out. But Nanny's gone from the story forever. She's on her own. She's...
Rip.
Cut
anyway.
To ship. And, disembarking, they're like on their way to the Lockwood estate.
Well, they get caught.
Yes, they try to be like, okay, we're going to go get the cavalry. But then, nope, they get accosted by Wheatley. So then they get locked up in like a holding cell along with where all the, where the dungeon where the dinosaurs are being kept under a mansion.
Dude, okay.
How does this work?
The thing is that the second half of this movie just turns into Resident Evil with dinosaurs, and that's like a great premise, but that should have just been the whole movie, because the weakest part of this movie is the part where they go to the dinosaur island and nothing happens and it's boring. This should have just been the horror movie where they do dinosaur Resident Evil.
Yes. Yeah, totally. Just like
it's like his fucked up evil mansion.
I like what it could have been. Like, I like that it could have been more dark, but it just didn't go there.
Yeah.
But freaking. So they're like, you bastard Mills.
Wheatley gives like a a whole
fill the holes
thing talking about how like, oh, these guys say they're like, you two say you care about the dinosaurs so much, but you like worked at Jurassic Park, Claire. What did you think they were doing with the dinosaurs when you worked at Jurassic Park? What did you think? And like, oh, and you trained all of these velociraptors to follow all your orders, and you were like contracted by the military to do this. What did you think they were going to do with that? And both Claire and Owen are just like, oh man, I guess so. And then like nothing happens. Like we never reflect on that again. Wheatley is just 100% correct about them both being hypocrites, and they just never address
regrets. It's fine. So yeah, they're in there. And we start to see the auction is being assembled.
Oh, they bring this little guy in. They bring in Mr. Eversole, which is played by Toby Jones, and like he's like a funny little like creepy auctioneer guy who's like, oh yes, we will sell. Oh, my time is worth $10 million an hour, and I will sell these dinosaurs to these people. It's very funny. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part I'm just like, oh, this could have just been the whole movie. Like, we're just doing like, we're going to auction off dinosaurs to these freaks for like very small amounts of money, I feel like. Like 28 million. They're like, ooh, we could get $28 million. I'm like, dude, I feel like it takes way more than that to clone a dinosaur. What are we talking about?
Dude, that's like,
it's not that much money.
Like,
they lost an entire submersible with a crew in the first 10 minutes. That probably cost like I don't know how much that was probably expensive.
How many dinosaurs are there? Yeah, because it's not like they saved all of them. So you would think if it's only this many, they would charge even more. But maybe, I don't know, maybe because it's super sketch setup. I don't know. I don't know the etiquette of like.
But yeah,
and
we get the scene where they do the auction, and it's like this James Bond ass like. The guys at the auction thing, everybody's like seated in chairs and they're all in suits, and then there's like this big railway that like carries the dinosaur in a cage across the room. It's very funny.
The auction
this is so good.
Yeah. It is very like bad guy-esque. Yeah, so while that's going, while the auction is underway, Owen manages to get, I can't remember what this dinosaur is, a stigmo, whatever. It's like one of the little head-butting ones. Manages to get him to bust the wall open for them. They escape, run into Maisie, and so
they're like, "Hey, little girl, what are you doing?" They act like they know who's she's supposed to be there.
Here we go with like going straight to hugging Owen as like the person to be comforted. Why?
Because Chris Pratt's my dad. He's so good with kids. Remember the first movie? He was great with those kids. They all thought he was the coolest guy ever. Just like this kid, who also, even though she has no idea who these people are or why they're here.
Yeah, so basically they like find a little peephole to the auction floor, and she explains that Mills is working with Dr. Wu, and then this is the part where they're like, here's a demo for like what we have coming, that not for auction, but like just a sneak peek of something we're working on with our evil dinosaur. And then we get the full reveal of what they're calling the Indoraptor.
That's a better name.
Which is a pretty cool looking dinosaur.
Yeah,
honestly.
This one's good.
Like, I mean, not a realistic looking one, but the like gold streak is so cool. It's like all black. It still has like the little like quill things of the Indominus Rex, but yeah, much like more compact. Longer limbs, like long claws. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool looking. Better than the Indominus Rex.
This is a cool dinosaur.
But yeah, so it's like, ooh, evil. And then look, we trained it to gun laser.
Yeah, so it's like, so the gun attachment. So imagine you have an assault rifle and you can point the laser pointer and that points to the target you want it to attack. And then you press a button and it releases like a signal or like a tone for it to attack. And they like show it on one of the guys in the audience, and it's like snapping at him from the cage. Somehow we needed blue for that. I don't know what we needed blue for. And then they have
where it's like the silhouette, and it's like the silhouette of the monster on the crowd, and they're like,
yeah. This is good. Evil dinosaur.
Yes, let's play this up more. Like, anyways, so yeah, and they're like, okay, that's that, and then it's like the Russian guy wants the big bad dinosaur, whatever. So people start trying to bid on this thing, and Wu's like, no, this is not for sale. But greed, whatever, they're like, okay, sure, we'll bid this one. We can always make another one. But yeah, whatever. And so sold. But then while that's all going on, Owen, as a way to like, he's like, we gotta, if that dinosaur leaves his mansion, we're toast. So he, goes off on his own. He like helps the little head-butting dinosaur from earlier basically get into that auction room. And so that thing starts causing chaos. And then he starts cool guy rolling and like punching people without being stopped at all, and like
action time,
pulls the lever to stop the Indoraptor from being put back. So all this is happening.
People freak out. Everyone starts running away.
Yes. The Indoraptor still contains just this one little, herbivore thing, but chaos. And so people who did get their dinosaurs, I guess, that already got loaded up, they all start taking off, and so the mansion starts clearing out. But let's see. I'm trying to remember how the.
It's weird because it's like there's people, but then there isn't, and like Wheatley's just there by himself.
Yeah, so I guess he's like, right, because he was like, "Where's my bonus for getting blue?" Because he's promised that, and then also we have seen that this guy's a big giant jerk, and like pulls teeth from like. I guess his I don't know, his hunts or whatever. So
he's been pulling teeth. Mm-hmm. He's like, I'm gonna pull that raptor's tooth, even though I didn't do anything for that.
Yeah, because he tranks the raptor, thing sits down for the count, so he opens the cage and goes in to try and like pull a tooth. And so we get this whole bit of like, which I'm like, what do you think of this? The raptor being like, let me just move my tail. And it looks like the raptor is like smiling, like smirking
yeah,
to
this
itself.
is pretty
like,
funny, actually.
I'm gonna trick this guy.
It's the most like, this guy is gonna die scene ever that goes on. It's pretty good.
Yes.
It's real like B horror movie stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
So yeah, it keeps just, so he keeps looking, and so he's got his arm in the mouth, and then eventually like chomps on the arm, and what I think it's a pretty good, like it lifts him up and like cuts, snip the arm off. He falls. Because I feel like we never get any like actual eyes on dismemberment from dinosaurs. So I was like, yeah.
I said this was like a gremlin's ass way to kill this guy.
Yeah, so he starts crying, and he did a good job acting. I was like very believable crying, like spit coming out of his mouth. But he's like, ooh, like trying to stop, whatever. It starts attacking him, and then we cut to like the elevator, which is busted, but it turns out there's some people that have been hiding in there. And the little auctioneer, he like while the Endo's distracted, sneaks over in there and then sees all these people. And they're like, shh, and he's like, oh, I've got the code to get the elevator working. And so he types it in, and then the raptor hears the commotion, tries to come, door closes, and then conveniently the Indoraptor like turns away to like give up, and then its tail like whips the control panel of the elevator, and it opens back up.
Why does that happen? I don't understand what happened. Like why it just opens back up. That's not how elevators work.
I'm not an expert, so I could not tell you. But I guess we just gotta get the greedy guy eaten.
Yeah.
And so they're all those people are donezo.
Yeah.
We cut to like, Owen and Maisie and Claire all back together trying to get out of there now that it's chaos. And they get intercepted by Mills and some goons, and so he's like, you guys are like a little family now. You don't even know what she is.
Scene.
And then this is where we get the revelation that like Lockwood his daughter died, and so he just made a new one. And so like this is the big thing that like, because Hammond would have been upset by this, and this is what tore the two guys apart, is that huming a human to replace his lost daughter, and that supposedly is why they like. And I guess this all happened.
So he cloned his daughter.
I'm trying to think of the timeline of like, because we never hear of
Maisie's
this guy,
a clone.
but she's younger than when.
Yep.
Yes.
And she's like,
Unfazed.
oh no. Like,
yes.
This is not a reveal. Claire and Owen met this girl like an hour ago. Like, who cares?
They got no horse in the
We're
race,
about to get killed by a dinosaur. Why are you being like, that child you're with? It turns out she's a clone. It's like, dude, who cares? This so doesn't matter.
Yeah. Indoraptor shows up, and so they're like, oh shit. And so, it attacks the two goons with Mills, so he runs away, and what's the guy like his briefcase of money?
He has the tube with the sample that they got at the beginning of the movie from the Indominus
Rex sample. Yes.
He's running with that.
And so while this is all happening, Zia and Franklin.
Okay, so Franklin didn't get captured, right? Like he managed to get away and went undercover as like one of Wu's assistants. But then Wu keeps asking him to do things, and he's like, I don't know what that is. So he's in the lab, and Zia's in the lab. She's like,
because they're again, we're trying to scramble to get.
Yeah, Wu's just always leaving
to run away once again.
He just always has to make a quick escape. And Zia's like handcuffed to the table that like Blue is on or whatever.
Yes, because they thought and so he's like, I gotta get a blood sample, and I thought it was funny. She's like, oh, I don't know, it's like a sock drawer in there. I did transfusion with the T-Rex, and he's like, what? And then Franklin injects him with something.
Yeah, with like tranquilizer goo.
And
it knocks Wu out. But don't worry, they drag him away. He could be in the other movies. We're not done with Wu yet.
Yes, and then some more goons come, and so Zia releases Blue to like go after them because like Blue won't eat us.
Two people. He's never even seen Franklin before.
Yes. And then the guy is trying to shoot at Blue, hits like a gas tank, and then now
my god, I forgot about this plot.
Freaking we're on a timer now, folks, because we got like toxic gas leaking out into this under area of the manor where all the dinosaurs are being kept. And so that's like a whole thing. And then freaking Owen and Claire and Maisie are like hiding from the Indoraptor back upstairs in like the manor where the exhibits are. And
dinosaur chase sequence through the mansion. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Scooby-Doo.
It could be better. Like I want it to be better than it was, but it's still pretty good. They're like sneaking around. It catches sight of them. They have to like hide, and then it knocks over a big dinosaur statue, and it makes a bowling sound.
Claire ends up, they end up. It corners them. Claire ends up getting injured, and so she's like, "Go take the kid. I'll be fine." Even that looks so painful. Dude, that was straight up,
it just like dug into her.
Nail through her leg, like her whole thigh. Awful. And so
the kid runs off. It chases the kid. She jumps into bed and gets under the covers.
Screaming child. Like, let me just like announce where I'm at all times by screaming as I run. So she hides in her room. Raptor ends up like finding her.
It's like she's about to get got, but then Owen shows up with a gun, and then he shoots it.
Yes,
and you're like, for a moment, you're like, is this stupid? Is he just gonna shoot the dinosaur and it dies? But it's not, because the dinosaur.
I did like because like it comes to her room by like going through because this was kind of like a spooky style where it's like opens the window on the patio and creeps it, like, because I very distinctly remember in the trailer seeing like the long arms like going through like a very probably too young for her age child's bedroom, but like to make it like the stark contrast of scary monster dinosaur in like a child's room. And then Owen, and then Blue shows up
to save Owen from being chomped.
Here.
It's it's just like the last movie. Remember when Owen was about to get chomped and Blue shows up again?
For real.
Wow.
So Blue and the Indoraptor scrap. We get more like moving around the mansion. We end up on the roof.
It's
without Claire fine hobbling around. She's got a gun now too.
They're like trying to escape on this terrace. There's like this big glass ceiling that they're having to walk across, but the dinosaur doesn't want to follow them because he's too heavy. But then like Claire has the gun that like has the laser pointer in the thing that activates the dinosaur, and she points it at Owen, and you're like, oh, is she gonna kill Owen for no reason? But no, it's part of the plan. And then she tells it to attack him, but then it like lunges at him, but like hits the glass part. So it's like kind of falling through, but it didn't totally fall. And then from the top rope, Blue jumps on his ass, and they both fall, and it like falls
dramatically, like slow-mo, spinning in each other's arms, dinosaurs, and then fasten it up, and it falls on, because there's this big triceratops skull display, and so the Indoraptor falls and gets impaled. So that's like, it's like, how do you kill a dinosaur? We have like a couple of things. We're reusing it. This is something we've seen this happen
in the Lost World.
In the Lost World.
You know. The movie this is trying to be.
Blue's fine. Yay, big bad Dunzo. We cut to like our Mills, our little villain, who like has his little whatever, and he's trying to escape. And well,
but first,
or he's still, he's kind of sorry.
With the dumbest thing that
I forgot
in this
about
movie.
Tell us, Joe. Tell us.
All right, so if you recall, all of this poison gas is leaking in from the mansion, from the bottom of the mansion, and that's where all of the dinosaurs are being kept. Oh no, what are we gonna? Should we let all the dinosaurs die? Should we open the cages? But we can't control them if they run out. And then they're like, well, maybe we should just let all these dinosaurs die. Remember at the beginning of the movie when Malcolm was talking about how we should do that? Maybe we should do that. And then what happens? Maisie presses the open the door button and all the dinosaurs runs out. And she's like, I had to save them because they're just like me. They're clones. And I'm like, what the hell is this movie doing? What does that have to do with anything? Because Owen was not going to. He was like, "Nah, we can let him die. It's cool."
Yeah, and Claire reluctantly.
Claire was like, "I know my whole deal was saving
agreed.
these dinosaurs, but maybe you're right. You're just so manly, Owen."
He is. Yep. So, dinosaurs coming out the woodworks. As Mills is trying to get in his getaway car. But Stampede, so he tries to hide in the car while this is all happening. Da 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 da. And then we do get a very good jump scare. Or at least when watching this in theaters, when I watched it, it was a bit of a jump scare. But basically, we see the Carnotaurus coming and kind of stalking him, like it's gonna get him, and then it goes to lunge, and then we get the T-Rex grab the Carnotaurus, and that part startled me, and I like being startled in movies, but. So T-Rex, what is it? Yeah, no, we think the Carnotaurus is going to grab him, and then it's the T-Rex that grabs him instead. So he's been eaten by Rexy because she's the ultimate slayer of greedy villains in this franchise.
This T-Rex in the movie a third time, I guess.
All the
I groaned so hard at this line. I'm like, I'm tired of this dino. I'm tired of this T-Rex.
She's the T-Rex. Geriatric T-Rex. Yeah, so yay, big bad, and then she stomps on the sample of the bone, so no more that plan. So Indominus, Endo, blah blah blah. That's done. We're finished with that plot. Dinosaurs are taken off into the woods, so dinosaurs are officially loose in the world. They, Blue does the whole look back, like, oh, my people. And then this is very much like Owen's like, come with me. And then, look, there's a cage there. No, I don't want to be in a cage, so I'm going to choose freedom. Be the dinosaur, whatever thing. She takes off.
And then Ian tells us that it's the it's the new dinosaur age.
Yeah, so we cut to, new kind of hearing, and he's like, yep, we're in for it now, people.
As dinosaurs are just running around. End of movie.
Yeah.
Hey, why did any of that stuff happen in this movie? Why is the little girl being a clone in this movie as a thing that matters? Because it's unimportant.
Because we have to, whatever.
In every way.
As I told you, she's the only child who's going to show up and be a main character. So she'll be in the next movie.
I understand.
So this is the whole.
There's
family crap that we
recognition,
love
and I think it's correct that Jurassic Park needs kids. You got to have a kid in your Jurassic Park movie, right?
I think they should change it up and
kill the kid. Is that what you just did? They should let that kid get eaten.
Sure, a kid. I don't
idea that when I think of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, I think of the fact that they're clones and relate that to other clones is so bizarre to me. It does not occur to me that because she was a cloned human and they're cloned dinosaurs, that they are the same in any way.
Well, she's had a nothing life. This is the closest thing she's had to a friend is these random dinosaurs. I don't know, right? Maybe it's we should have looked and it's oh, she's been raised in isolation, just like the Indoraptor. Dun dun dun. I kind of feel bad for the Indoraptor. Those are shitty pens for concrete slab for the dinosaurs, not the nice little paddocks of yesteryear. Dr. Wu gets away once again.
I love how Dr. Wu just gets to show up and be an evil scientist, and then he has to leave. That's just what he does now.
Yeah, so we end, right? Dinosaurs in the world. Surely the next movie is going to be badass because dinosaurs are everywhere, which means people are going to get eaten left and right. Surely.
Yeah, maybe we'll see
Right?
some cool dinosaur
That's what I
kills.
hoped.
I don't think we had any cool dinosaur kills really in this movie.
None that none that are like contenders. The best death ever is in the first version of this movie with Lost World and Eddie Carr getting
like I can't help because they have the same plot
snapped in half.
structure. I can't help but compare the two.
Comparing them,
and I'm like absolutely nothing.
Which one's better? Which one do you like more?
Compares to in terms of like the action sequences. Like if you compare them fleeing the volcano and then sinking in the little ball to like the trailer getting pushed off the edge, it's like night and day. It's like there's just so much stuff happening in the Lost World in that sequence that's really cool, and like nothing in Fallen Kingdom comes anywhere even close to it in terms of cool action sequences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, in Lost World, like a character that we like actually does get killed.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like that's the only it doesn't happen very often, and so it's nice to have like a death that you don't necessarily expect is going to happen, which is like not the case ever anymore in these movies. No unexpected deaths, or no characters that we liked or are set up to believe are going to make it die.
Like absolutely nothing shocking happens in this movie. I feel like it's not predictable in where the plot is going because the plot's kind of insane, but it is very predictable in terms of like what is going to happen broadly because you've seen a movie before.
Mm-hmm.
I was very disappointed by this movie because I feel, again, it has all of the components of a movie I would have liked. Like if we had gone from the submarine thing at the beginning to setting up dinosaurs attacking in this mansion, you're in the haunted mansion with dinosaurs, that would have ruled. I would have loved Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Yeah. I think I like this one more than Dominion because it's like easier to imagine a better movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just none of these are like there's no the behavior or dinosaurs super interacting with each other or with the environment, and and that's what I like about the animal behavior parts of the first movie is like absent entirely in this one. We see a few snippets of like the training of the baby raptors because Maisie had like snuck into Wu's office, and so we got to see cute little baby, and then we see the like blue, because they were obviously breeding, trying to get like a more cooperative behavior. And so like some of the ones that, even though they ended up keeping these other ones, and those are the ones that were in the first movie, like the first batch were a lot more aggressive, and like you show weakness and they attack, and the blue just miraculously is like, oh, comforting you even though I'm a freaking dinosaur. I don't know. You think I don't know. The only other baby dinosaurs that and this is like a video, but I'm like baby dinosaurs. The only baby dinosaur, freaking the infant in Jurassic World.
Oh, in the petting zoo thing where they're riding them.
The Lost World.
Oh no.
The Lost World has the baby Rex.
Yeah.
Of which is not presented to us.
It's not
cute.
It's
a cute baby way. It's just a plot device.
This weird thing we got to carry around.
But at least that was like, the like parental instincts of the adults. So that was like a fun thing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like somehow the characters were even more paper thin than they were in the last movie. You know what I mean? Like if I could, again, The Lost World, like I knew what Vince Vaughn's character, he's like, he was kind of all over the place, but at least he was like, oh, I'm going to going to take some pictures so I can win like a Pulitzer or something.
Some motivation.
What are Zia and Franklin's motivations to go to? Why are they here?
It's a tough time to get a job out of college, and this free internship is all they got, and they're putting their lives on the line for it.
It feels so undercooked from the last. So the first three movies are just like considerably better than this, right? But even Jurassic World, I feel like made a little more coherent sense in terms of what we're doing. Because like I don't even understand what the villain of this movie is trying to do. Where he's like, we're gonna spend probably several $1 million to go abduct these dinosaurs and then sell them for around the same amount of money, which is somehow more cost effective than just having Wu grow them all, which apparently he can just do because they made this new one.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we doing? Why is this happening?
I guess just people, I don't know. People are just going to, they don't
like,
have,
it's the most.
They don't have to think that much about people thinking about it because people are just going to show up because it's a Jurassic movie. So don't worry about the details. Just show up. And
yeah, it's a real, like, turn your brain off. Don't think about this at all. Like, kind of, you can only enjoy it if you don't care about what happens in this movie.
Well, maybe, and if that's what you're going to ask of us, maybe make it more campy.
Yeah,
and
make
fun
your action sequences good. Like, don't make the entire fleeing the blowing up island them just running with CG stuff in the background. Maybe have something like a good escape sequence, like an engaging thing where they like, multiple things happen. There's multiple segments that are related to each other.
If you're going to make a movie with no good story, at least give us something good to look at.
It's bad.
Don't give us half-baked everything.
One.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much the general consensus. I have previously ranked it above Jurassic World just because I did like what some of the things it was trying to do, but I think definitely like it's a movie that I don't really rewatch in its entirety. I just skip to certain parts. Whereas Jurassic World, I can like more easily just sit and watch it. It's a more fun movie, the original Jurassic World, to this one. Because I don't know, it's always the like awkward, like we start with the island and we want to get to the point where dinosaurs are in the world, and like this is what they came up with to bridge the gap between. So it's like just kind of, as long as we get to point, this.
I guess it's doing too much again. All the Jurassic Worlds do too much. It should have just done one of the things. Like the whole movie could have been them on the island trying to get off, and then it just kind of ends with dinosaurs getting loose because they didn't like secure it or something, right? Like, why does it want to do 3 things or like 4 things? Or there's just too much stuff. Like you never have any moments where the characters just kind of like hang out or talk to each other in ways that really matter. The size of the cast, like you pointed that out and I didn't really notice it, but yeah, like the fact that there's only 4 main characters basically, and like none of them die or none of them are ever in any like convincing amount of danger, does make it not feel like Jurassic Park particularly. I don't know.
Yeah, because like the people don't start like dying in the first movie until you're a good way in, and so you've had time with all of the characters because they're all together, and seeing the dynamics between them, and so at least you're somewhat like interested to see what happens to everyone.
And you don't know, right? Like in that first one, like if you hadn't watched it or heard about it before, like I could easily imagine Malcolm dying. You know what I mean? Like he seems like a character that would die in that kind of movie.
Yeah, because well, he kind of comes off as like the douchey guy, so you would think.
Like it's on the table. It doesn't feel like anybody was on the table on this one at all.
Yeah.
Lame ass movie.
Well,
do you want to rank it?
Yeah.
The official ranking so far?
I guess it's just in order. 1 through
reverse order for you?
5.
Or best, best,
Yeah, best to worst.
Yeah, this one's at the bottom for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because I would have put Jurassic World above Jurassic Park 3 earlier, but again, you've salvaged it in my eyes. So
Ooh.
You're right, because it's definitely that. Yeah, that's another. See, that does it where it's like story isn't great, but at least it's fun action. Yeah. Which and that's a blockbuster you can get behind. People will show up for that. You don't have to think too hard about things.
For sure.
Because they're just trying to survive, and there's not like an agenda like there is in this movie.
All right.
So, how are you feeling? You think Dominion's good? Because I was like, when I first saw Dominion the first time, I was like incredible. Like that was because this movie I saw it and I was like, oh, whatever. But like with Dominion, I was like kind of annoyed and mad watching it.
I need to. Okay. Well, the same writer writes all 3 of them, and so far they've all been bad. So I don't know. Does he write? Let me see what else he's written. Has he written some good stuff?
I don't know if it's just like.
I don't know what half of these are though, so who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are people just not fans enough of the franchise, or like they're so much of a fan that they're not
Well,
able
we're
to
in an era of
all they're doing is
we're in an
remaking.
era of dumb fandom where like your identity is tied up into franchises, so you just like whatever slop they give you.
Oh, totally. Instead of like a medium.
Yeah, like that truly is, because like you
Marvel.
know, most of those Star Wars sequel movies are just trash, and like a lot of stuff that comes out is just incredibly mediocre. Like Marvel's been pumping out mid-tier garbage for like 3 years, 4 years at this point.
It's been quite some time.
Yeah,
honestly.
so like, you know, people don't. I really do think like stuff is being made to be like
it's like
you
with
watch
Apple,
it on your phone,
where it's like they're not
like you're on your phone
innovating.
when you watch it. You know, yeah. So I think big budget franchises.
Yeah, it's like brand loyalty almost, even if it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense, even if you're not getting anything from it anymore.
Yeah. I think big budget franchises are just.
And I'm a huge fan of
not
this
good.
brand or the original one, but yeah, it's.
Well, I think the side stuff might be good. I mean, this is really what happened with Star Wars, right? Like the mainline stuff kind of sucks, but then all the side stuff is pretty good, like the animated TV shows and.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Maybe we can just do a bonus where like we watch a season of Camp Cretaceous and just. I'd like to. I think
we might be
like
able to do something like that. That'd be good.
Yeah, because I did enjoy watching that. Because it has. It's a series, right? So there's the time to have characters just kind of hang out and have moments together that you. Haven't really seen since the first movie in this franchise.
Yeah, we might be able to do that because we're gonna be going real quick for the rest of these movies because I'm probably gonna watch Dominion this week and we'll probably record it next week, and so I can watch the newest one in theaters while it's still in theaters, and then we can have an episode on that. So we're probably gonna be pumping the rest of these out like within a month's time. So stay tuned for that, listener.
Yeah. I watched the extended version of Dominion.
Oh God!
So
I guess I will too.
Fuck up the it was long.
I'll watch the extended version. All right. Well, do you have any final thoughts? Just make
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Just make Resident Evil with dinosaurs. It would have been way better than this movie. You don't even have to explain why it's happening, honestly.
Yeah.
Just put them in there.
Yeah. Lean into the evil,
like,
scientist.
Don't try to pretend like you're a good movie.
Don't make him the
just
side
know
villain.
You're stupid.
On that note, catch you guys next time.
See you later.
Bye. Alrighty. You guys ready for this? Okay. Okay. Oh wait, no, you do the intro.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you? You're like getting hyped up to talk along. You have the summary for this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I do not. All right. I'll do the opening then.